How do you appreciate portraits of people you have no idea who they are? At least with this portrait, we know the people, so we can interpret it according to our biases. Or with this one, we may not know who she is exactly, but we are familiar with her look and setting that she can represent someone we know. Or with this one, the most famous portrait of them all. We can go from zero knowledge to gazillion of information on who she is by just Googling. But what about cases like this where we don't know the person, the name doesn't help, and Google may not have the answer as well by looking at the details? We don't know who Budong Malino is, but Levi Florian Moncera, the artist, gives us a lot of clues. He's wearing a crisp button shirt that suggests that although he may not be a slave to fashion, he is not Baduy in his taste and dresses appropriately for his age and body size. He likes to accessorize, which gives the impression that he likes to look good and even show a bit of his financial capability, but he is not vain enough to remove his glasses. Sitting behind a desk puts him in an office setting, but he's no employee. The portrait hanging on the wall is a picture of his junior self. I have yet to see an employee, even in high level management, do that, so we may infer he is the owner. Being the owner, he has to sign a lot of documents. Look at the tray and the shelf behind him. They are stacked with paper and journals. This is why he has a pen on his hands, and it's interesting how he has reams of paper but no printer. We don't see a single gadget or equipment. His desk is clear of clutter. Either he got rid of them to pose for the portrait or he is neat. He's leaning forward. His mouth is partly open, about to say something with a smile. This gives the impression that Mr. Budong Fimalino is a friendly extrovert. He is used to entertaining people, friends and strangers. He is not shy. He has coffee mugs hanging, but we don't see any coffee maker or water dispenser. So whatever he drinks at the office is prepared by someone else for him. His office has adornments like a vase, a mini water fountain, and a coat wall hanger. Interesting how the coat is lifted from scriptures. Either he's a Christian or he likes the promise of finding what one asks and seeks. Divide the background and we see who Mr. Budong Fimalino is. To the left are his personal effects and to his right are office stuff. Connecting the two halves are his picture from years ago and his current self. All his stuff is generic. You do not see a single brand name, including his watch and shirt. He does not let labels define who he is because he has his business accomplishment in life to do that for him, which is why the only label we see is his name on the portrait behind him. Without meeting Mr. Budong Filomeno in person, we feel we already know who he is, that if we ever get the chance to meet him, we'd be able to return the friendly smile back. Looking for clues in portraits is essential, as well as fun, for full enjoyment of the artwork. Art is essential.